Hello everyone and welcome back to Jus de Rose. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some of my favorite new fragrance launches for women. I am talking about Bomb.com fantastic fragrances. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to start off with an honorable mention because it technically isn't a new launch, but it is a limited edition packaging. It is Dausson by Diptyque. So for those of you who don't know Dausson is probably one of the best selling fragrances from Diptyque, and it centers around a fresh tuberose scent. And so for this year, they've packaged it in a gorgeous blue bottle, and it's part of a wider collection. I think there's a candle, a hand cream, perhaps a diffuser, but it is limited edition in this gorgeous blue packaging. And this one, by the way, is the eau de toilette, not the eau de parfum. And when comparing the two side by side, I will say that personally, I prefer the eau de toilette because it is fresher and cleaner smelling than the eau de parfum. I'd recommend Dausson for those of you who are looking for a clean and fresh smelling white floral bouquet. This to me smells as if you had bared your nose in white floral petals. It is dewy, it is transparent and very clean smelling, and the tuberose smells really natural in the scent. So it is a touch green just at the beginning, but then as the fragrance develops, you're gonna get more of the fruity nuances and fresh nuances of tuberose that is gonna come out. I find this perfume to be perfect for spring and summer. It's like a lazy summer afternoon, really relaxing and calming. So I'd highly recommend this fragrance if you love white florals. White florals are actually really hot right now in the new launches. They're trending at the moment. So I'll have a few new fragrances that feature white florals, and I'll start off with Phloria by Fleur. So Fleur is an American fragrance brand that I believe has been relaunched recently under the creative direction of Chriselle Lim. She is a huge fashion lifestyle influencer on Instagram. She's also on YouTube and TikTok, and she took the creative reins of the brand, I believe, to help with the relaunch, and she created a few new fragrances. So Phloria is a big bouquet of white florals. It is another one that is super fresh, very different to Dausson. This is a fresh and ultra creamy white floral scent featuring gardenia, jasmine, tuberose, so the holy trinity, as well as sandalwood. I get a big dose of benzoyl acetate in the scent, and it is found naturally in ylang ylang, jasmine, tuberose, and it gives those flowers a characteristic fruity notes such as like banana, apricot-like facets, but also some soft gardenia petal effect. So for me, this is kind of the main theme around this perfume, but it is also really creamy and has like a solar dimension. So it has like a sense of escapism. You can totally imagine wearing this fragrance, say for a destination wedding by the beach. You could be the bride and wear this fragrance, or you could be a guest. It has that sense of like calming escapism, and I think you'd really enjoy it if you like perfumes such as Soleil Blanc that has like a creamy coconutty thing going on, but that still remains fresh. Next up, we have a unique rose fragrance. It is Rose Ardoise by Atelier Materi. This perfume celebrates a mineral rose, so super different to any rose that you would have probably smelled before, and it is more of an androgynous take as well. So this fragrance is 100% unisex, and I was lucky enough to go to a private session with the founder and also the perfumer of this perfume to discover the inspiration behind the scent, but also smell the individual ingredients that went into this perfume. It was really cool. I loved the session. And so this fragrance is inspired by a rose that grows in an urban jungle. So imagine a rose growing in the middle of concrete. It is a fresh, spicy rose with notes of nutmeg and chinus mollet, and it gives it this like fresh, spicy facet. You also have some sage. There's two types of roses in this perfume, and a very big dose of ambroxan. I think the founder told me that there was maybe almost 30% of ambroxan in this perfume, which is just incredible because if you've been following me, I love ambroxan, and you can definitely smell it in this scent. Oh, it smells so good. The funny story around this fragrance is that the founder doesn't like rose perfumes. So she created a rose scent that she could wear herself and enjoys it. So I would encourage you to still try it, sample it, even if you don't like rose, because it's so different than anything out there. Rose Ardoise is a great daytime perfume for the summer months, so it's cool, a little bit casual but chic at the same time, and very modern. Definitely unisex, bang in the middle, doesn't lean feminine, doesn't lean masculine, so it's another great perfume that you can share with your partner. The next perfume is probably my favorite launch yet. It is In Paradise Riviera by ExNihilo. So this is a spin-off of Lust in Paradise, which if you've been following me, you know how much I love this perfume. It is a fresh, peony, musky perfume. Let's say if you like perfumes such as Delina, so those like floral, fruity fragrances that are very pretty and feminine, then Lust in Paradise would definitely be up your alley. So this is a flanker, a summer edition that is limited, unfortunately. They should make this permanent because it is so good. So the way that it is different to the original scent is that you have the peony, you have the muskiness, but you don't have the juicy lychee note in here. It is replaced with some tiare and cashmeran. And tiare, whenever you have tiare in a fragrance, it will immediately bring you to the beach on a tropical holiday. So I would say if you like Hibiscus Palm by Aerin, which I recommend very frequently on my videos, there's a good chance you'll really enjoy In Paradise Riviera by ExNihilo. It's fresh, floral with a tropical edge, and musky, a dreamy summer floral. This perfume calls for braided hair, a cute little silk top or silk dress, sandals, you imagine your feet in the sand with a glass of sangria. This is what this fragrance is about. Highly recommend you try it if you're into tropical florals. Go get your hands on it because it's limited edition. I will put the link to the fragrance in the description box down below if you're interested in the scent. Going back to the white florals, we have a very strong, very opulent perfume. It is Golden Gardenia by Jo Loves. Let's appreciate the bottle for a second. I absolutely adore this gold detailing. It immediately caught my eye when I saw it online and in the store, so I knew I had to try it. But this perfume is an intoxicating, very powerful white floral scent that features a spicy gardenia note. So this fragrance is for sure bold and daring. It's one that I would recommend wearing on a hot, sexy summer date night. For sure, turn heads is that kind of a fragrance. So you get a very strong spiciness with cardamom, with some elemi as well, and a really fleshy gardenia petal effect. Imagine lilies in a house, so you know this like intoxicating aroma of lilies that is spicy and that will basically be the center of attention in any room. That is the kind of vibe that I get with this perfume, but it's with gardenia. And on my skin in the dry down, I get a bit of a smoky effect. There may be some incense in this perfume, like ever so slightly, to give it a little bit of spice and mystery. I think this perfume is exceptional and very different to the other fragrances from Jo Loves, which tend to be on the fresher end, like citruses, that kind of territory. With this one, it is powerful, impactful, head-turning, intoxicating scent. So go for it if you're into strong, opulent florals. Next, we have a new release from Mizensir, which is Alberto Morillas's brand. It is Ambre Magique. This perfume is an ode to ambergris, woody, spicy, amber kind of ingredient with also some like marine salty touches, bit animalic as well. And fun fact, Marie Antoinette used to put ambergris in her hot chocolate because it was an aphrodisiac, so I don't know if this is telling you much about the fragrance, but there you go, fun fact of the day. So essentially, Ambre Magique is a stunning, really luxurious smelling amber that is spicy. You have some cardamom and you also have a touch of rose. So it's an amber with a kiss of a rose. It is a fresh, bright ambery perfume, and what I like about it is that on my skin, it doesn't become overly sweet. This is a problem that I get with a lot of amber scents, is that on my skin, they become so sickly sweet with a lot of vanilla coming through, but not with this one. It remains fresh throughout. And in the dry down, I get almost a bit of like an oud-like feeling. It reminds me a little bit of Perfect Oud, which is another fragrance from Mizensir that is fantastic. It is like a fresh, really uplifting oud perfume that you can wear on an everyday basis without a problem, so very versatile. I get a nod to this in the dry down, which I like very much. So I would recommend getting this perfume if you are into ambery fragrances and perhaps you want a fresher amber. It's super luxurious, as I said at the beginning, and I would recommend wearing this for more formal occasions because it is a special perfume, and yeah, as the name suggests, magical, I would say, is very appropriate. So for special occasions, formal occasions, spritz this for an evening out and you're good to go. For those of you who are really into like fresh spring florals, you should try Mediterranean Honeysuckle and Mimosa by Aerin. This is what fresh spring floral dreams are made of. It has the original characteristics of Mediterranean Honeysuckle, which is another fragrance within this range, and it smells very citrusy, bright and luminous, quite delicate citrus white floral, very fresh and invigorating. So you'll find this in this fragrance as well, but here it is complemented with Mimosa, which adds a pop of powderiness and light honeyed facets. Picture this, you're walking in the garden with some mimosa, there's a bit of a breeze, it brushes along the mimosa and you get this like lovely, delicate, powdery aroma of mimosa, but that is still very clean and fresh. This is what this perfume encapsulates. I think it is a fantastic floral fragrance. Not the most long lasting. On my skin, it lasts around 6 hours, which is okay. I mean, floral fragrances, the fresher ones, don't last forever. Just be aware of that though with the Aerin line of fragrances. Not all of them last all day. So yeah, 6 hours wear with moderate projection. Fantastic for a spring day or even like a hot summer day. Throw this on, wear it during the daytime with like a beautiful floral dress, and yeah, it complements the look really well. And finally, we have a new fragrance from Chloe. It is Nomade Eau de Parfum Naturelle. And I did a flanker video about all the new flankers and which are best versus the original. And I can tell you that this to me is better than the original Nomade. The Eau de Parfum Naturelle is just something else. So this fragrance is a solar, balmy, white floral. I would recommend it to you ladies if you enjoy Jasmine Sambac and Marigold by Jo Malone. So that really like solar, warm jasmine scent that has like a balmy feel about it. That is just, again, another feel-good scent. So you have jasmine in this fragrance, as well as freesia, some mirabelle, sandalwood, and date. And it's really interesting to see the notes of date in a designer scent. It's typically more associated with niche perfumes, and I think it adds a nice addictive quality to the scent without making it overly sweet. This to me is another fragrance that smells like a holiday. Imagine you're in Greece, you're walking along the cobbled streets, the beautiful white houses, and there's some natural jasmine. Like this is around like early evening, the natural jasmine is blooming and you get this gorgeous addictive aroma of white floral. I also believe that this fragrance contains 100% natural origin ingredients, and it is vegan, so if this is important to you, well, this fragrance has that sorted. And this is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your new favorite fragrance release this year? I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, spread the fragrant love.